What's up YouTube? Got a new sneaker pickup I want to share with you guys today. As you can see by the box, it's from Puma, and inside the box is a pair of these RS-X3s in the Lava Blast colorway. And man, summer isn't quite over yet, and this colorway and silhouette here just screams out summer to me. And so I unboxed these already before the video, but again, I absolutely love my first impressions of these. But for this video, I want to do a quick review of the materials, talk about sizing, and just do some quick comparisons to some other Pumas that I have. So if you look at this upper up close, you can see it's really crazy with a lot of different materials going on. You basically have a combination of different things from leather to suede to mesh to 3M to plastic. Again, just a wide variety of materials all in one silhouette. Starting with the upper, you can see for the most part it's primarily comprised of this white mesh. And you can see that the mesh runs from the toe box here to the side panels and also through the tongue. The highlight color of this colorway is this bright pink hit that they call the Lava Blast. And this Lava Blast is this weird plasticky infused material, but you can see that they have hits of those also through the toe box, kind of runs up through the side panels here near the logo, and also through the heel. This mudguard part in front of the toe box is a pretty generic leather, and again, in terms of leather, you have hits of that in the toe box as I mentioned, but also along the ankle collar here. Over the lace holes, you can see that there's this little hit of 3M material. There's also a tiny hit of 3M material on the tongue as well. And this pair only came with one pair of laces, which is this rope-like laces that is on the shoe already. You also have some hits of black throughout the shoe, most noticeably over the Puma logo here. And this Puma logo is made of a suede material. And you also see hits of black through the inner lining of the shoe as well as the top of the tongue. Moving to the top of the tongue, you also have a little RS-X Puma branding on there, and it sits over this tab thing that also feels like a suede or felt-like material. Moving down to the midsole portion of the shoe, you have some crazy TPU pieces on here. Along the forefoot, you can see that there's this bright yellow piece with some unique waffle-like designs on there. And then moving to the middle portion of the midsole, you have this unique black shape of a TPU piece. And then towards the back of the heel, you have the Lava Blast color of the piece. It's pretty much the same on both the medial and lateral aspects of both shoes. Otherwise, the remainder of the midsole is pretty much a white colorway to match the white leather. So the outsole of these shoes is where things get pretty crazy also. There's just a lot going on the outsole as well, as you can see with a bunch of random traction patterns all throughout the bottom. You have some waffle-like grid patterns here. You have this wavy traction pattern along the lateral aspect of the bottom. You have this more very small pebbly pattern along the midsole towards the heel. Some more waffle squares over the heel area. And to finish off, a nice little yellow touch with the running system branding on there. And so this is definitely one of the crazier outsole traction patterns I've seen on a shoe in a long time. I'm wondering if this outsole design is more of just a design aspect or if there's truly some sort of functional performance rationale behind the placement of each of these patterns. But if anybody has any idea, please let me know in the comments below. So the RS Puma line appeals to me quite a bit. In fact, I have another pair here of these Pumas that are RS Zeros. The RS collection, apparently RS stands for running system, but apparently the RS line stems their influence from some older 80s retro running models. But as of recently, Puma has made this approach to reinvent their old silhouettes into a more modern and futuristic approach. And I'm really loving what they're doing, and I think they're really pulling the silhouettes off well these days. So here's a quick side-by-side comparison of these two RS models. Again, this one being the RS-X3 and this one being the RS Zeros. As you can see, both uppers somewhat have a similar silhouette or shape, but the most noticeable commonality between these two shoes is that they both have some unique TPU pieces along the midsoles. The shape of the TPU pieces are obviously different, but both of them have that iconic black TPU piece along the middle part of the midsole. Let me know in the comments below though, which between these two you guys like better. In terms of sizing for the RS-X3s and also the RS-Zeros, both of them I went size 10, which is my true size. I'm pretty much a size 10 in most Nikes, most Adidas, and pretty much most Pumas as well. So I went size 10, true to size, and they worked out great for me. And so again, my overall impressions of this shoe is that I really love the silhouette and I really like the colorway of these ones specifically. A lot of people have been saying that this silhouette somewhat resembles the Yeezy 700s, which I can kind of see, but I personally don't have the 700s in hand, so it's hard for me to really say that that's the case. But either way, I really like this silhouette because it has a good balance between having some aspects of retro inspiration without it being too bulky or too chunky. The other thing I like about this silhouette is that it's just not hyped up, and that's actually personally a big plus for me. This colorway and silhouette, in my opinion, makes for a great summer sneaker, and personally, I'd probably put this in my top 5, at least for this year. So I really hope to bust these out a couple more times before summer ends. So I'm going to show you guys what they look like on feet. If you found this review helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more content on fashion and sneakers. And if you also have any other questions about the shoe, please leave me a comment and I'll help you the best I can. Be sure to check out my 2 previous videos here and here. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.